ओके, सो इन द प्रीवियस क्लास हमने देखा था कि सर्कुलर कन्वोलुशन अगर हमें फाइंड आउट करना है, सो हमने दो मेथड से देखा था। एक था मैट्रिक्स मेथड एंड द सेकंड मेथड वाज द ग्राफिकल मेथड। ओके, सो मैंने असाइनमेंट्स दिए थे, दो क्वेश्चन दिए थे, किसी ने किया है? कुछ क्वेश्चंस मैंने दिए थे करने के लिए, किसी ने किया है क्या? ओके, तो उन क्वेश्चंस को अंडर एस्टिमेट मत करना, हो सकता है भाई तुम्हारे एग्जाम में आ जाए, तो ट्राई करते रहना, ठीक है? सो नेक्स्ट मेथड जो है, सो हमें ग्राफिकल मेथड और मैट्रिक्स मेथड से फाइंड आउट कर लिया। नेक्स्ट वी विल सी जस्ट some trick methods are also there. We will see that later. And one method is by using formula, but that graphical and matrix. So the first method was the matrix method. So first was matrix method, second was graphical method, and the third one, that is by using formula. So we will not be using this one. So these two methods are sufficient. So in the exam also you can use either matrix method or you can use directly the graphical method. So our main motive to study this circular convolution in this course is basically to find out the DFT. So we will be using this circular method to find out the DFT. Okay, so whatever method we were studying, this will finally come across the DFT calculation. So our main motive was to find out the DFT. So we will see like how we can use the circular convolution. Okay, how we can use circular convolution to find out the DFT and IDFT of a signal. So in the property of DFT, we have seen the circular convolution property. So from there we can recall it like, suppose two signals are there. So x1 and one signal is there, and it is being convolved, that is the circular convolution, with another signal that is x2 of n. And suppose this convolution is giving you another signal that is y of n. Okay, or whatever signal we are getting. So if we want to find out the DFT of this signal, and this DFT would be the DFT, individual DFT of x1 and x2. Okay, so it will be the multiplication of individual DFT of x1 k and x2 k, and that will be equals to, that is yk. That means if we want to find out the DFT of this y of n, which is the circular convolution of these two signals, will be given by directly multiplying the individual DFT of x1 and x2 And that multiplication of individual DFT of x1 and x2 will be giving you the DFT of your y of n. Okay, so we'll see that by an example. Okay, so we will take an example like how we can calculate the DFT by using circular convolution. Okay, so suppose a signal is there, that is x1, which is given by 1, 2, 3 and 1. Okay, and another signal, that is x2 of n, that is 4, 3, 2 and 2. Suppose these two are the signals, and what we need to find out is, we need to find out the circular convolution of these two signals, x1 and x2, and whatever the circular convolution is there. Okay, so whatever circular convolution is there, so suppose we have a signal y of n, that will be the circular convolution of x1 and x2. So suppose we need to find out the circular convolution of these two signals. Okay, so with the help of DFT we can find out the circular convolution easily. So इससे पहले जो हमने मेथड देखा था, वो मेथड क्या था? By using either matrix method or by using either graphical method, we can find out the circular convolution. But here, by using the DFT method, we can find out the circular convolution. So this formula, so this is your DFT. We will be taking the DFT, and this will be the multiplication. And once we have got the DFT, that is y of k, we can take the IDFT. Okay, this will be the IDFT to find out the y of n. Okay, so finally we need to find out the circular convolution of these two signals x1 and x2, and that circular convolution that we will be getting is y of n. So to get y of n, we can use DFT method. Okay, we can use DFT method to find out the circular convolution. So how we can do it? Like for x1n, first of all we will find out x1k, that is DFT of x1. So DFT of x1 will be given by the Tweedle factor by using matrix method. Suppose we are using matrix method. So it will be the Tweedle factor, that will be W of 4, because it is a 4-point DFT. So Tweedle factor multiplied by your x1n, x1n matrix. This will be giving you the DFT of the first signal. So we can write it further. So it will be, what will be the W4? That is 1, 1, 1, 1, again 1, 1, and here it is minus j, minus 1, j, minus 1, 1, minus 1, and here plus j, minus 1, minus j. Okay, so this is your W4 is there, that is Tweedle factor matrix, and x1 is your 1, 2, 3, 1. So after multiplying, we can get the x1 value. So x1 will be given by, you can just solve it. We can get 7 minus 2 minus j, 1 minus 2 plus j. Okay, so this will be your x1. Similarly, we can find out the x2 value, x2k. That will be Tweedle factor multiplied by x2n and here the total factor will be the same, the previous, that is this one. So this total factor will be same here. The only variation will be x2. So x2 is 4, 3, 2 and 2. And after multiplication and adding, we will get x2k. So that will be 11, 2 minus j, 1 minus 2 प्लस j. ठीक है, ये समझ में आया?
सर
हाँ,
ट्यूडल फैक्टर कैसे निकालना है?
ओके. सो ट्विडल फैक्टर जो है वो हमने फाइंड आउट किया था पिछले लेक्चर्स में, हमने देखा था कि कैसे फाइंड आउट करते हैं. तो होता क्या है
सर एक बार थोड़ा सा बता दीजिए.
ठीक है. Total factor है W of 4. Suppose this total factor is basically W of n is there. ठीक है. This n is the number of sequence or number of steps in the input signal. जितने भी सैंपल्स हैं इनपुट सिग्नल में, बेस्ड ऑन दैट n की वैल्यू डिपेंड होगी. तो यहाँ पे जो है n की वैल्यू 4 थी, 4 सैंपल थे इनपुट सिग्नल्स में x1 और x2 में. ठीक है. सो हम 4 सिग्नल्स थे तो हम n इक्वल्स टू 4 हो जाएगा. सो वी विल बी फाइंडिंग आउट द W of 4. ठीक है. सो टू फाइंड आउट द DFT, ठीक है, DFT का जो फार्मूला होता है समेशन n is equals to 0 to n minus 1 x of n, and then Twiddle factor for n जो भी हो, that is here 4, so it will be n to the power k n. So this is your Twiddle factor with having this is used for finding out the DFT. So here one thing we can note it like in the matrix method, xn can be represented by matrix x of n, and this will be given by your Twiddle factor matrix. Okay, so this is your Twiddle factor matrix. We write it W to the subscript n, but we ignore this power value. Okay, so you can even write it out or you can ignore it also. So whenever it is only written this one, then it will be considered as it is a Twiddle factor matrix and it is having a power of k to the power n. Kn is the power. Okay, so once it is W of 4, it is similar to W of 4 to the power kn. Okay, so we will expand it for different value of n and k. Okay, so k and n both are varying from 0 to up to n minus 1. Okay, so here n is 4, so it will be varying from 0 to 3. So 0, 1, 2, so it will be 0, 1 and again 2, and it will be going to up to 3. So suppose this is for k variation, this is for n variation. So k should be here 0, k should be 1, k should be 2, and k should be 3. And at this point, n should be 0, n should be 1, n should be 2, and n should be 3. Okay, so when k and n are 0, then W4 to the power k n will be W4 to the power 0. ठीक है, ये समझ में आया? जब k और n दोनों 0 होंगे तो W4 to the power k n will be W4 to the power 0. ठीक है, अगेन यहाँ पे भी W4 to the power k n. सो n 1 है लेकिन k 0 है, तो इसकी पावर क्या हो जाएगी? 0 हो जाएगी अगेन. ठीक है, ये समझ में आ रहा है? अगेन यहाँ पर रोज में कॉलम्स में n 0 है, सो इट विल बी अगेन 0 फॉर ऑल वैल्यूज. Okay, next will be W4 to the power kn, where k is 1 and n is 1, so it will be W4 to the power 1. Okay, so this will be W4 to the power kn will be 2. This will be W4 to the power k and n, that will be 3. Similarly, this will be W4 to the power 2. Okay, because 2 into 1 will be 2. This will be W4 to the power 4, because 2 into 2 will be 4. W4 to the power 6. This will be W4 to the power 3. W4 to the power 6. W4 to the power 9. Okay, so we will again find out the value. W4 0 वैल्यू क्या होगा, W4 1 वैल्यू क्या होगा, W4 2 वैल्यू क्या होगी. ओके, W4 टू द पावर 3 वैल्यू क्या होगी. वी विल फाइंड आउट इंडिविजुअली. फ्रॉम देयर वी कैन फाइंड आउट द टोटल फैक्टर मैट्रिक्स. तो ये वैल्यू फाइंड आउट कर लोगे. ठीक है, तो W4 टू द पावर 0 विल ऑलवेज बी 1. W4 टू द पावर 1 विल बी, फिर W4 क्या होता है, W सपोज n है, तो इसकी वैल्यू होती है e टू द पावर माइनस जे 2 पाई बाई n. ठीक है, ये वैल्यू होती है Wn की वैल्यू. सो सिमिलरली W4 विल बी e टू द पावर माइनस जे 2 पाई बाई 4. So it will be e to the power minus j pi by 2. It will be minus j. ठीक है, इसको हम सॉल्व करेंगे, ये माइनस जे के बराबर आएगा. माइनस जे के बराबर है, सो वी विल फाइंड आउट वेन एवर W4 विल बी देयर. अगर तो कोई दिक्कत आता है तो मैं आपको कॉल करूंगा. मैं एड्रेस से 12:30 में 12:30 और 12:10 में हो जाएगा कंप्लीट ना, कोई दिक्कत आने से. ओके, तो W4 विल बी देयर. W4 की पावर अगर 1 है तो उसकी वैल्यू माइनस जे होगी. ठीक है, ये समझ में आया कैसे आया, तो ये आपको कई बार मैंने बता दिया है, आप समझ में आ रहा होगा. तो W4 टू द पावर 1 जो है वो कितना आया, माइनस जे आ रहा है. तो सिमिलरली W4 टू द पावर 2 विल बी माइनस जे टू द पावर 2. ठीक है, W4 टू द पावर 3 विल बी माइनस जे टू द पावर 3. ठीक है, W4 टू द पावर 4 है, हाँ 4 भी है, 4 विल बी माइनस जे टू द पावर 4. ठीक है, ये जो वैल्यू आएंगी आप उसको फाइंड आउट करके इसमें हम पुट कर देंगे. दैट विल बी आवर टोटल फैक्टर मैट्रिक्स एंड इट विल बी कमिंग आउट टू बी दिस. ठीक है,
ओके सर.
so once we have find out the x1k and x2k, we will multiply these two signals. Okay, okay, finally yes, mic off करो. So finally we need to find out the y of n. Y of n, that will be the circular convolution of these two signals, but we can find it by using DFT method. So in DFT method we have to find out the DFT of x1, x2, and then we will multiply these two DFT. Okay, so x1 DFT is x1k was given by 7. Yes, so x1k was, what was it? Okay, so it was 7 minus 2 minus 2j x1k equals to 7 minus 2 minus 2 1 2 plus 2. Okay, so this will be just a minute. Okay, so once we have find out these two, we will multiply it to get x. Sorry, after multiplication we will be getting y of k, because our output is y of n, so its DFT will be y of k. We are representing just, so it will be multiplication of x1k into x2k. So we will multiply these two. So after we are multiplying these two, we will individually multiply each term. So these two terms will be multiplied, these two terms will be multiplied, and similarly these two terms. So finally we will be getting, after multiplication, 7 will be multiplied by 11. So it will be 77 minus 2 minus j multiplied by 2 minus j. Okay, so after multiplication we will be getting is minus 5. So you can just multiply and then 1, it will be minus 5. So suppose we are multiplying minus 2 minus j and 2 minus j. Okay, so we are multiplying these two terms. So to multiply these two terms, we will multiply individual. So minus 2 will be multiplied by 2, it will be minus 4. Minus 2 will be multiplied by minus j, it will be plus ka 2j. This minus j will be multiplied by this, it will be minus 2j, and this minus j will be multiplied, that will be plus j square. Okay, so it will be minus 4 minus 4, and these two will be cancel out, and this plus j square. So j square is 1. Okay, so j square value is minus 1, sorry, minus 1, so it will be minus 1, so it will be minus 5. Okay, so in this way we need to multiply. So individual uh, uh, value at a particular time interval will be multiplied. So this sequence will be multiplied by this one. So each individual time period sequence will be multiplied by each other. And after that, after multiplying it, we will be getting this one. So this will be your y of k. But we need to find out y of n, because circular convolution जो होता है वो टू सिग्नल्स का हम टाइम डोमेन में y of n रिप्रेजेंट करेंगे. So to find out y of n by y of k, what we will do? We will find out IDFT. Okay, so we will find out DFT of the sequence 7 7 minus 7 1 and minus 5. ठीक है, ये समझ में आ रहा है? Similarly, the y of n, that will be the IDFT, will be given by 1 by n. By using matrix method, it will be easy. So it will be W of 4, that is total factor matrix, that is the complex conjugate of total factor matrix, whatever we have used in the DFT calculation, into the y of x of y of k. So whatever y of k is there, that is this one, will be this matrix. Okay, so it will be 1 by, there are 4 terms, so it will be 1 by 4, and we will make the complex conjugate matrix of the first the total factor matrix. It is not taking. Okay, suppose this one is here, so this is actually okay. So from this, okay. So in this way, whenever there is imaginary part, that is j, this will be complemented with this sign. If it is minus, it will be plus. If it is plus, it will be minus. Okay. So we will be changing it to j and all other terms will be remaining the same. Okay, only the sign will be changed. Okay, so this will be your complex conjugate of total factor matrix, and we will multiplying it with 77 minus 5, 1 and minus 5. So it will be 1 by 4, and after multiplication we will get, after multiplying this, we will get like it will be 68, 76, 88 and 76. Okay, and after dividing it by 4, that will divide each term of the element. Okay, in this matrix. Okay, all the elements of this matrix will be divided by 4. So it will be 17, 19, 22 and again 19. Okay, so this will be your y of n, and this y of n will be the circular convolution. Okay, circular convolution of x1 and x2 signals. Okay, so this will be your final circular convolution. So another method that is implied to find out the circular convolution is DFT and IDFT method. So this method of calculating the circular convolution is called DFT and IDFT method. So we will be using IDFT and DFT to calculate the circular convolution. Okay. So in the question, it might be given like you need to find out the circular convolution of these two signals x1 and x2 by using DFT and IDFT method. So you have to follow the DFT and IDFT method. Okay. Uh, so that is okay. We will proceed now. The next topic, that is your linear convolution. So linear convolution we have seen by using the formula. So in the formula we have seen like how we can calculate the linear convolution. Okay. So linear convolution का formula क्या था? So we have represented y of n, that will be the linear convolution of two signals x of n and h of n with the star mark. If a star mark is given, it is the linear convolution. If instead of star it is given like a circle and with written number n, it will be showing the n point circular convolution. So we will see what is the difference between linear convolution and circular convolution and how these two are related to each other. Okay. So here we see, so we can see like suppose x n signal is having n1 length, means sorry, n1 length, that means n1 number of samples or sequences are there inside this xn input. Similarly h of n is there, it is having a length of n2. So number of samples in hn is n2. Then after linear convolution, the sequence that we will be getting y of n will be having a sequence that will be the final, this y of n that we will be getting. So this y of n we will be getting having a sequence of n1 plus n2. So whatever n1 and n2 is there, that we will be getting n1 plus n2 and minus 1. So these are the number of sequences we will be having into the final output that we will be getting, that is the y of n in case of linear convolution. But in case of circular convolution, if circular convolution we need to find out x1n, that is circular convolve with x2n, and both are having to calculate the circular convolution, both the signals should be having the same number of sequence. First of all, the first difference between linear convolution and circular convolution is, in circular convolution both the sequence should be having the same number of samples, okay, same number of terms, and these terms should always be in the form of 2 to the power some r value, okay, whether it is 2, 4 or 8. So all the terms will be similar to each other. But in case of linear convolution, these two samples can have different number of steps, number of terms, okay, the length should be different. So if the length is different, then we will be getting output sequence that will be having this number of sequences. But in terms of circular convolution, the output that we will be getting y of n will be having the same number of samples that is having, or the same number of length that was the length of the input signal. Okay. So, and both are having different formula. So this is the formula for calculation of linear convolution. But in case of circular convolution, we were making the difference. So this was the shifted signal in the circular convolution, but that shift was a circular shift. So it was a circular shift in case of circular convolution. अगर circular convolution find out करना है तो हमें circular shift करना था, but this shift is a linear shift. This is called a linear shift. That's why it is a linear convolution. Okay. So these are the different methods like how we can find out. So similarly, in case of this linear convolution also, the convolution of these the convolution of x1 and x2 can be obtained by direct, instead of using this formula, we can directly do is by directly doing the finding out the DFT of individual signals and then multiplying it, that will be y of k, and again we will be getting y of n by using the IDFT method, the similar to the circular convolution finding out. Okay, so in the circular convolution we have used the similar way. So similar way we can find out the linear convolution also, but there should be some conditions like how we can make it work like a circular convolution. So an n-point circular convolution of xn and hn must be equivalent to a linear convolution of x of n with h of n. So to have the circular convolution equivalent to a linear convolution, we should follow some rules, or there should be some rules that should be satisfied. So that rules are like the linear convolution of two sequences like xn and y of n of length n1 and n2 will give a sequence with length, जो length होगा वो होगा n1 plus n2 minus 1. So this will be the length of sequence obtained by using the linear convolution. Okay, so in that case what we need to do is we need to first of all calculate that what is this length is all about. Okay, so after if two sequences are there, n1 and n2 are there length, and then we need to find out the n1 and n2 minus 1. So whatever the value will be there, okay, that value should be less than or equal to n, whatever n point DFT we need to find out. So n point DFT we should be finding out. This n point DFT should always be greater than n1 plus n2 minus 1. ठीक है, तो by example it will be clear. तो अभी एग्जाम्पल एक लिया जाएगा, उससे ये सब क्लियर हो जाएगा. नेक्स्ट है when xn and hfn have a duration less than n, for implementing linear convolution using circular convolution, n minus 1 and n minus 2 zeros are padded or added at the end of xn and hn in respectively to increase their length to n. तो सेम वही है जो हमने पहले भी हमने बता रखा है that सर्कुलर कन्वोल्यूशन फाइंड आउट करने के लिए हमें क्या है कि लेंथ जो है दोनों सीक्वेंस का सेम होना चाहिए. सो अगर कोई ऐसा सीक्वेंस दिया है जिसके लेंथ सेम नहीं है तो हम क्या करेंगे, हम उसमें जीरो पैडिंग करेंगे. ओके, तो जीरो इज पैडेड, जीरो पैडिंग इज फॉलोड. सिमिलरली to make the sequence to have same number of length, we need to use zero padding. Okay, so फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल हम क्या करेंगे, सबसे पहले हमें फाइंड आउट करना है कि दो सीक्वेंस दिए हैं, उनके लेंथ्स को ऐड करके वन सब्ट्रैक्ट करेंगे. दैट शुड ऑलवेज बी लेस देन द नंबर वी विल बी यूजिंग फॉर फाइंडिंग आउट द डीएफटी. अगर हमें एन पॉइंट डीएफटी फाइंड आउट करना है तो हम जो भी हमारा एन पॉइंट डीएफटी है वो इस वैल्यू से ज़्यादा होना चाहिए. ओके, इस वैल्यू से ज़्यादा होना चाहिए. या फिर अगर ऐसा नहीं है, ये सीक्वेंस अगर जितना भी, पहले तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी विल फाइंड आउट n दैट विल बी ग्रेटर देन दिस टू n1 plus n2 minus 1, and after finding out the n value we need to make the number of sequences, number of length, this length of each sequence will be made equal to n. This n will be made by using zero padding. Okay, so ये basic point है. So basically what we are doing is we are calculating linear convolution by using circular convolution. Okay, so, or we can say like अगर हम चाह रहे हैं कि हमारा सर्कुलर कन्वोल्यूशन और लीनियर कन्वोल्यूशन सेम रिजल्ट फाइंड दे, अगर सेम रिजल्ट आए दोनों मेथड से, सो हमें ये दो स्टेप्स पहले से करने पड़ेंगे. ओके, so first of all we need to find out n value, that n, capital N value should be greater than n1 plus n2 minus 1. Once we have find out n value, all the length of sequences, that is sequence xn and hn, should be made n by using zero padding. So we will see some example. Okay, so we will take an example and see like how we can calculate the linear convolution, or we can use circular convolution to find out the linear convolution. So we will take an example. So this is xn, and suppose another sequence is given by h of n, and it is 4 3 2 2. Okay, so they are the two sequences. So what we need to do is we need to find out the linear convolution and circular convolution. Okay, so suppose we need to find out. So to find out the linear convolution, what we can do is we will just multiply these two signals. Okay, so it will be 4 3 2 2. So we will just multiply it. Okay, so after multiplication it will be 2 6 4, that is 2. Okay, the simple multiplication that we do. Okay, so this is 2, this is 6 4 2, and that is 3 9. So that is 9 6 3, and this is 4 12 8 and 4, and then we will add it like 6 2 8 13. So once it is greater than 10, we will make it as it is. Okay, we will not change it. And again we will be adding 19 and 12 plus 6 plus s, that is 20, and 11 and 4. So this is your sequence, this will be obtained by using linear convolution. So it is the result of, so once we do a linear convolution of these two signals, we will be getting this as the result. So here n value, the total n, total length of the this sequence y of n is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So it is 7. Okay. So individual sequences we can find out like it is 4 and 4. So this is 4 and 4 will be equals to 4 plus 4 minus 1 will be equals to 7. So जो भी हमारा दो सीक्वेंस दिया हुआ है उन दोनों का सीक्वेंस के जितने भी लेंथ है दोनों को ऐड करके एक सब्ट्रैक्ट करेंगे, दैट विल बी द लेंथ ऑफ obtained linear convolution result. Similarly, we will find out the circular convolution. Okay, like if these two signals are given, so this is your linear convolution. Now we will see circular convolution. So to find out circular convolution, what we do is we will use matrix method. So in that matrix method, so first sequence, whatever first sequence, any sequence we can change it. So suppose the first sequence we are taking, or the h of n is the sequence we are checking. So we will write first one 4, 3, 2, 2, and again it will be a 4 cross 4 matrix, and it will be multiplied by the another sequence, that is x of n 1, 2, 3, 1. So this matrix will be h of n matrix will be a 4 cross 4, and it is made up of this first column will be represented by the number of length, whatever sequences are there. So this will be written like this, and then this 2 will come to top, and again this 4 will be placed here, and 3, and again 2. This 2 will come at the front, that is 2, then this 2 comes 4, and then this 3, and this 3 comes here, and this 2, and then this 2, and this 4. So after multiplying and adding, we will get the circular convolution. So after multiplying and adding, we will get the circular convolution, that will be 17, 17, 19, 22, and 19. Okay. So this is your circular convolution. So result by using circular convolution is 17, 19, 22, and 19. And result by using this one is linear convolution. So y of L by using linear convolution will be 4, 11, 20, 19, 30, 8, 2. So here the n value, that is length, is 4, but here the n value, that is length, is 7. Okay. So this is how the linear and circular convolutions are find it out. Okay. So once we have find out, and now what we need to do is we want to have circular convolution. We want to find out the circular convolution, and we will be obtaining like how we can obtain the linear convolution, or by using linear convolution how we can get the circular convolution. So we will find out the linear convolution, that is this value. Okay, so this value we want to find out this linear convolution by using circular convolution. So for that, the methods that we have studied is, the first method was, first of all we will find out here the main step is we need to find out linear convolution. Find linear convolution using circular convolution. Okay, so this is L, this is linear convolution. So we need to find out linear convolution by using circular convolution. The first step that we need to do is we need to find out the n1 plus n2 minus 1, and this n, capital N, will be the n point DFT that we will be calculating. So this n point DFT will be greater than or equal to n1 plus n2 minus 1. So this n would be greater than n1 is the number of the length of first sequence. So first sequence length, that is x sequence length, is 4, and the second sequence length is 4 minus 1. So n should be greater than or equal to 7. So this we have found it out, like n should be greater than or equal to 7. But to find out DFT, okay, the DFT find out 2 to the power r concept is used. Okay, so to find out the DFT, 2 to the power r means 2 to the power, if 1 है, 2 है, 3 है, like that. So it is 2. अगर 1 है तो it will be 2, और 2 है it will be 4, और 8, okay, और 16. 4 है that will be 16. This is the basic concept. So n value, the n, capital N value that we are finding out, this n value should be matching with any of this. So if it is 7, so greater than 7, the best match that can be possible is 8. Okay, that means we can take n value that should be greater than 7, and it should be satisfying 2 to the power r concept. Okay, this n value should be satisfying 2 to the power r concept. So the closure value that is satisfying this condition of 2 to the power r value is 8, that is just greater than 7. So here finally we will assume n value will be 8. Okay, so once we have assumed the n value as 8, the second method was, like, all the sequences, that is the xn and h of n, both should be made equal to this n length, because यहाँ पे लेंथ जो है वो 4 है, अभी सीक्वेंसेस का लेंथ 4 है, यहाँ भी 4 है, लेकिन 4 से हमें काम नहीं चलेगा, हमें क्या करना है, हमें इन सीक्वेंसेस को 8 बनाएंगे, 8 लेंथ के का बनाएंगे, so that we will be finding out the circular convolution and we will be getting out the length convolution result. ठीक है, तो हम इसका जो लेंथ बनाएंगे 8 बनाएंगे, तो न्यू एक्स एन जो होगा वो क्या होगा, 1 2 3 1, and it is a 4. So to make it 8 length, we need to have 0 padding for 4 length. Okay, तो आगे हम 4 0 लगा देंगे. नेक्स्ट h of n, इसमें भी क्या करेंगे हम, 4 3 2 2, and again we will add 4 0 to make this sequence as of length n, that is 8. 8 सीक्वेंस का लेंथ बनाने के लिए हमें क्या करना पड़ेगा, हमें 4 4 0 पैडिंग कर देंगे. Okay, so the final x and h n will be this one. So we will be using this one to find out the your linear circular convolution. So by using this sequence, we will find out x of n will be equals to, so x of n will be equals to 1 2 3 1, h of n is equals to 4 3 2 2. We need to find out the circular convolution of these two. So to find out the circular convolution, we have to make, because it is 8 point, so we have to make 8 cross 8 matrix. Okay, suppose 8 cross 8 matrix. So the first column will be 4 3 2 2 0 0 0 0. Okay, the next column will be, again this 0 will come at the top, so 0 4 3 2 2 and 0 0 0. Then this 0 will come at the top, and again this 1 0, this 4, this 4 3 2, this is 2, this is 0, and this is 0. Again this 0 come at the top, this 0 and this 0, 4, this is 3, this is 2, this is 2, and again this 0, and this 0 will come at the top, then 0 0 0, then this 4, 3, 2 and 2. Then these 2 come at the top, then 0, 0, 0, 0, then this 4, this 3 and this 2. Okay, 4, 8. So this 4, 5, 6, 2 more steps are there. So 2, this 2 will come at the top, then again this 2, 0, 0, 0, 0 4 times, then 4 and 3. So 4, 4, 8. Again this 3 will come at the top, okay, and this 2, 2, 0, 0, 0, 0 and 4. Okay. So this will be the your 8 cross 8 matrix, and the another 8 cross 1 matrix will be 1, 2, 3, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay, and after multiplying and adding, we will get the sequence. Okay, so whatever sequence we will be getting, that will be your sequence of length at 8. That is, this will be the value. So once we are multiplying this row by this column, so we will get 4, and then this 4, and this last 3 terms are 0, so it will be 0, so it will be 4. Okay, so this will be 4, and this one will be 11, and then 12, 20, 19, 13, 8, 2, and finally we will be getting a 0. The last one is last 4, this 4 terms will multiply with this 4 terms, that will be a 0, and again these are non-zero terms, but again these terms are 0, so finally we will be getting a 0. So this will be your result of circular convolution. Okay, so circular convolution result will be y of n, that will be 4, 11, 20, 19, 13, 8, 2 and 0. Okay, so this is the result after calculating the circular convolution. But this result is similar to the result that we have got in the previous one. So this is the result. This is the result by using linear convolution. Okay, so this is by using linear convolution. The same result is obtained by using circular convolution. Okay, so from there we can see, like, if we want to find out the linear convolution, we can find that linear convolution by using circular convolution. Before that, we need to follow these two methods. First of all, we need to find out n value, that should be satisfying to the power n condition, and also if n value is find it out, we need to make each sequence of n length. Okay, after making this n length sequence, we can find out the circular convolution, and this circular convolution will be giving you the linear convolution. ठीक है, क्लियर है, किसी को डाउट है?
सर लास्ट में इसके एक्स्ट्रा 0 आ रहा है सर, तो उसको
हाँ, वो एक्स्ट्रा 0 आ रहा है केवल, हाँ केवल एक ही एक्स्ट्रा 0 आ रहा है, उसका कोई मतलब नहीं है, क्योंकि क्या है कि हम 0 पैडिंग करते हैं लास्ट में, तो 0 पैडिंग करने से कोई इफेक्ट तो हमारे सिग्नल पे पड़ेगा नहीं, सेम वही है, बस क्या है, सेम वही लिनियर कन्वोल्यूशन ही आएगा, बस एक्स्ट्रा 0 पैडेड आएगा, ठीक है। एक क्योंकि उसमें सीक्वेंस कितना आ रहा था, 7 लेंथ था, यहाँ पे 8 लेंथ है, दैट्स वाई एक एक्स्ट्रा 0 पैडिंग है, तो 0 पैड करने से कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता सिग्नल पे, ठीक है।
ओके सर।
तो हाँ, कुछ चलिए ठीक है, कुछ क्वेश्चंस हैं, आप वो क्वेश्चंस देख लो, आपको ये क्वेश्चंस जो है सॉल्व करने हैं। तो सिमिलर व्हाट वी नीड टू डू इज यू नीड टू फाइंड आउट लीनियर कन्वोल्यूशन, you need to find linear convolution using circular convolution, ठीक है। You need to find out this. First question is x of n, that is 1, 0.5, 1, 0.5, 1, 0.5, 1, 0.5. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is x n, and h of n is given like 0, 1, 2, 3. So this is the first question. You need to check it out. The second one is x of n, it is what x of n 1 2 okay 1 2 3 4 h of n is 1 1 1. Okay, so these two questions are there. You need to find out the linear convolution. Okay, and this linear convolution should be found out by using circular convolution method. You need to follow the circular convolution method to find out the linear convolution that we have studied in the just previous example. Okay, similar to that, you need to do it for these two questions. Okay, ठीक है. So we will close it for today. किसी को कोई डाउट है तो आप पूछ सकते हो. Yes. किसी को कोई डाउट है? Okay then, we will close for today then. Okay, thank you.